Today is Thursday, Parashat Chayei, beginning of the parasha. Avraham Avinu buys from Ephron, from the Hittim, he buys Me'arat HaMachpelah, a place where to bury his wife Sarah, who had just passed away. And this is where Adam Arishon and Chava were buried. And this is where Avraham and Sarah will be, then Yitzchak and Rivka, Yaakov and Leah. At the end of the episode here, the purchase of that place, the pasuk reads, "Vayakom hasadeh ve'amara asher bo leAvraham lahuzat kaver me'ed benechet." So it tells us at the end that Vayakom hasadeh, which means one way to explain it would be that this field and also the cave that was in it was confirmed to Avraham as an estate for a burial place for the children from the children of Chet, and that's it. He purchased that piece of land, he paid for it full price, even an exorbitant price, much higher than what it's worth. But why does the Torah uses the word Vayakom hasadeh? That the field, Vayakom in Hebrew means was raised. It was sold to him, it was confirmed to him, but why it was raised? And here we understand a very important principle, that whatever assets a person owns, more important than the asset itself is who owns it and what is he going to be using it for. As long as it was within the possession of Ephron, the field and the cave was at a certain level. When it was acquired by Avraham Avinu, it went up in stature. It was raised to a higher level because the righteousness of Avraham Avinu would make use of that field, and the ownership of it would be much more meaningful than a person who was at the level of Ephron. And there's something similar to it. Sometimes there is an event and people are seated at different places, and question is what place is important. And one of the statements that I've seen once at an event is, Lo hamakom oseh et ha'adam, el ha'adam oseh et hamakom. The importance of a place, it's not that the place makes the importance of the person, but rather the importance of the person is what makes the place important. So if a chashuv person is a person who's very important, sits at a certain place, that place gains significance. So here, the field gains more significance. It raised up in level once it became into the ownership of Avraham Avinu. And not just as a field, but anything that a person owns based on what it's going to be used for and how it's going to be serving that person who owns it will give it significance, either based on the person himself, either at a low level or at a high level. In the case of Avraham, the field really went up very big way, so that's why the pasuk uses the verse, the verb Vayakom hasadeh. The field was raised, it went up. The next pasuk, Avraham zaken baba yamim, v'Adonai berach et Avraham bakol. And Avraham was zaken, he was old. Baba yamim, you could answer it as like well on in years. He had many days, but Chachamim explains Baba Yamim that every day of his life he was never wasteful with anything, and he used every day to its full potential, because every single day of a person's life presents the person with opportunities for improvement, for progress, for doing the right thing, for doing mitzvot. The question is, how was that day used? Was it wasted away? Did the person make the wrong decisions on that day? In Avraham Avinu's case, all his days were so perfect that Baba Yamim, in his older age, he could really come with all his days being completely used properly. And these are just some of the lessons that we learned from the parasha of this week. And every person, of course, should make every effort that every day of his life should be used properly and for good things and for helping others, for doing the right thing, for learning, for continuing to progress. And that's what Avraham Avinu did. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.